Hello there. Welcome to the Top Gear CRM training tutorials. This video is about an overview of Top Gear CRM. I'll give you an introduction of what Top Gear CRM is, what you can do about it, um, like various options like how you can add contacts, how you can create codes, invoices, transaction, how to use the employee task calendar, etc. So to start off, this is the home dashboard. This is the dashboard available to everybody. So here you'll be able to see various options. You can choose which options you want by ticking one of these options here. So this currently all these options are ticked. So this is the contact list growth over time. So as you add more customers and more employees and more users, this contact list option will grow. So this is a good indicator of how your customer acquisition is going, and this is the sales funnel. Basically this happens when you add customers. You will be able to filter the customers. All these options like new lead, warm lead, hot lead, new customer, gold customer, you can customize them later in settings. So in later videos I'll just show you how to do that as well. So this is how the sales funnel look like. So when you create a new customer lead, it will be coming in as a new lead. Then based on the interaction with the customer, you can classify them as warm lead or hot lead, and when they come in as, then they progress as a new customer, as a gold customer, and as a premium customer. So this is the revenue chart. This revenue chart is created based on the transactions that you do on the CRM. Also, the transaction that happens online within the CRM will be automatically updated here as well. This is the activity of your entire CRM. You'll be able to see what's happening with your CRM and the contact list, like latest contact list. If you want to directly access them, you can just click view here and see them. Uh, this is the contact tab. I'll just introduce the tab. This is the codes, invoices, transaction, and the tools tab. So in the contacts tab, you can add new contacts. You can also view all of them. You can filter the contacts by tags, adding tags, and you can segment the customer based on various conditions. So first I'll just show you how to add a new contact, and there's also an option to import your existing customers, which is quite important because if you are already an up and running business, you'll be having a lot of customer data. You can import them easily, and there's also an option to export your customer data from CRM, from our CRM to your local server database to keep it for your own purposes, just as a backup. So all these options are here. So in order to add a new customer, just click add new. Here you will be able to create statuses. As I mentioned, you can customize these options later in the settings. So this is the prefix. You can call like what you want to call the customer. You can enter their name, address. You can enter their telephone details, which will be quite useful because if we have an option to integrate with SMS options, SMS features, which we can you can directly send SMS messages to customers. Once you enter email, you will be you can also have a unique contact portal or a client portal for each of your customers if you want to. Like if you're a business to business company, you can create a portal for your customers where they can see their codes, invoices, tasks if we are going with one of our higher clients. And also you can create this custom information field. In custom fields, you can add these particular fields. These are custom fields which you can use to customize your company. And this is the follow-up date where you can choose the next date of contact of your customers, and you can filter this date later and contact customers quite easily. And these are all the other stats that you can add based on the type of the company. So and here you can also assign any particular contact to any employee of yours. So also if you want to add any customer to a company, you can assign one contact to a company if you want to. For that you have to first create the company and then come over here and you can assign a contact. And you can also save customer social profiles if you want to, and you can also tag customers. So all these tags are already here, so you can create tags here and add these customer tags whenever needed. So once you click save, you'll be able to see your contact details. So this is a list of all the customer data. If you come here and view all, you will be able to see all the customers. You can also add new customers here. You'll also be able to filter the fields that you want to show here, like what are the columns that you need here. So depending upon the type of the business, from the list of available columns, you can choose that. You can easily just drag and drop all these data from here, and so if you don't want here, just drag it back. It's quite easy. And uh, this filtering option also you can toggle like this. So let's say you want to see the filters and filter customer based on all these available information, you can do that. Also, let's say from here you can also click any of the customer, you can directly edit, or let's say you want to assign this particular customer to a new employee, you can do that. You're talking to this particular customer and you want to change this transaction to a new customer, you can do that from here as well. So also if you want to go in detail inside a particular customer, you can do that as well, and you can just click edit contact here and see. You can add all the details or information that you want to that particular customer. So in order to move easily between customers, you can also use our tagging feature, where you can create tags here. So you can create any number of tags. Let's say all these tags are created on by own. So if I just add example tag here, it will be automatically added here. So when I go and create a new customer, I'll be able to add this example tag here to this particular customer. So it's quite simple. So depending upon that, you will from the view all list, you will be able to filter the customers based on the tags available. So let's say I want to filter the customer based on the like I'm looking to forward this particular customer, follow up this particular customer. So I can just click follow up, and all those customers who need to be followed will be shown only. So depending upon the kind of business you are in, you can create these tags, and you can also segment customers based on a number of available data. So this segmentation is a feature available within the CRM. So if you create a new segment, like you can create a new segment, you can name whatever you want. You can segment based on this available list of contact. You can segment based on kind of services that is being offered, your customer's country, whatever you want, tax not counted, depending upon the date added, or any information you want, you can do that. If you want to add, let's say you want to tag some customer based on some value, you can do that. Not equal to something, you can tag based on what information being contained in a particular customer field, you can do that. You can add multiple conditions. So there is quite a lot of combinations that you can do that. You can segment your customers quite easily. So similar to contacts tab, we also have a companies tab. You can enable this companies tab in the settings area here. In the settings area here, if you want to, later on you can, if you want to, if you're a company who are saving a business customer, you can enable that. Here you can add all the customer information, company related information, the services that they're using, and all those information here. If there is any company username and password you want to save securely, you can do that here within the CRM as well. Similarly, there is option to create tags for the companies as well, which you can use here to assign to one particular company, and later on you can filter companies by means of these tags. So here the tags, there are many tags. If I just click international, this only the international customers whom we are targeting will pop up. So all those information will be quite easy for you to reach as well. So now before going to the import and export option, I'll just go to the codes so that we can finish these sections. In the code section, you can create new codes by clicking add new. One of the good features about the code is that you can create pre-built templates here. So to do that, just go to the codes and templates. You'll be able to customize, create various templates. Maybe I'll do a separate video of that. So once you create a template, then you can assign that template to a particular customer or an email. So if you just type a customer name here, it will pop up automatically, or you can just enter an email address here. So you can send a title here, date here, value of the code. If you want to add any additional notes, you can do that. So you can choose any of the code templates from multiple options here, and you can just use the code builder to populate that. and once you click save, you can test send it, and then it will be automatically sent to the customers as well. So you also have an option to create invoices. If you need to use an invoicing service, you can also send invoices. So you can customize the invoice with your logo, with your tax information, and all that. All those tax information will be updated in the settings area, that you have to do it separately. We'll go in detail about that in later videos. So you can create invoice numbers. You can also set customer numbers you want to start with. Maybe you already have a number system. So let's say you want to start with a number of 1234. You can do that in settings. You can set that up in settings and use take over, continue with our new invoicing option. And you can set invoice date, put in references, due date, or due on receipt, or whenever you want to do. You can ask the payments to be online or by bank transfer. Then you can send invoices to customers or assign to contact, or you can also choose whom the invoice should be addressed, to the company or to the contact. This is actually an advanced feature of using our invoice itemizer, which will allow you to quickly create invoices. Otherwise, you can just simply type in names of the services you want to bill, and if you are applying any discounts, you can do that. You can also add tax information as well. All those are available in the settings area. So you can also view a list of all invoices that are being sent to customers here. So currently there are, you can see whether the invoices are paid, not paid, overview the invoices. So you can easily filter between invoices and ask for details from the from your customers. So the transaction tab basically is a let's say one of your customers did a bank transaction. So if it succeeded, completed, then you can enter a unique ID and details and transaction value and everything here. So once you add a company or name to that, and you can also add tax if you want to in the tax in the transactions. This particular value will be shown on the revenue chart here in the home dashboard. So that's how all these options work. There is one more option called task calendar, which we'll be discussing in this particular video. This task calendar is quite helpful because this is because I'm right now the admin of this particular CRM. I'll be able to see all the tasks of everybody. So now let's say you have an employee, you can only the employee will be able to see his task only. So it will be looking like his calendar. So you can create a week view, a day view, a list of tasks as well. So let's say you want to the employee want to create, or you want to create a new task for your employee. So you can just type the task information here, assign it to that particular employee. You can set the start and select the end time, like when you need the task to be done by, and you can also remind the CRM member 24 hours before if the task is not complete as well. This will be shown in the, you have the option to show this in the calendar. Normally it's ticked by default, and if you want this particular task to be shown to a customer, you can assign a customer name here in contact just by typing the name. So if you just type any name, you will be able to assign this particular task to the customer. So if the client portal option is open and the customer is there, he'll be able to see this particular task being assigned to him. So so once you do that, you can just, once you're when you're creating the task, please be careful, just use this save option. So if you are opening an existing task, just click mark complete. This will show a green tick in your task. I'll just show you the green ticks. Okay, see this particular green tick. So these green ticks will happen if the task is completed. All other green ticks, the task is not completed. So you'll be able to centralize all the tasks of your company within one area, and you'll be able to see all the tasks of every employee. And if you want to monitor, the daily, hourly wise, or if you want to see what your employees are doing on a daily basis, you'll be able to see that. So these are the major options of Top Gear CRM, which will help you to go up and running. And there are other options like how to import existing customers and all those things. I'll do a separate video about that. Yeah, so I hope this is helpful for you to start using Top Gear CRM. If you got any issues or doubts, please check in our FAQ section for more videos. We'll be constantly uploading more videos based on your questions and inquiries. Thank you very much for viewing. Have a nice day.